My name's David Schumacher, and today we'll be talking about positive and negative externalities. Today, we have decided to film outside a totally random house. Let's meet the owner.
Hi, I am Gregory Kruger, and this is my home. I love living here. Speaking of my house, let's discuss the positive and negative externalities of living here.
Hi, honey. Oh, hi there. My name is Lauren Kruger. So what are the positive and negative externalities?
Positive externalities, also known as spillover benefits, occur when there's a marginal social benefit that's larger than the marginal private benefit. In other words, when a third party benefits from the production or consumption of a good without paying for it.
For example, my family reaps the benefits of public parks, the police, and other public services. These public goods are available to everyone, even those who have not paid, and make the community safer, more enjoyable place for my family to flourish.
Negative externalities, also known as spillover costs, occur when marginal social cost is greater than the marginal private cost. When a third party is negatively impacted from the production or consumption of a good, a negative externality occurs.
Daddy! Grayson, how's my little guy? Good, Daddy. Today I saw a bunny in the woods, then Rocco ate it. Meow.
This is an example of a negative externality, as you can see. The presence of a dead animal on Kruger's property imposes a marginal social cost. The socially optimal quantity of dead animals is less than the free market quantity of dead animals. The number of dead animals that have been made available to us is more than we would like.
Oh, brr, it sure is chilly. Let's go inside my well-insulated home.
Yes, Daddy. Did you know that a well-insulated house creates a positive externality? Since they use less heating, there's less environmental costs so that all of society receives the benefits of the improved environment of the house's inflation.
In this bitter winter weather, the Kruger family makes sure to get their flu shots. Flu shots create a positive externality. When Grayson gets his flu shot, he himself is positively impacted because it protects him from the flu, but at the same time, socially benefits from his flu shot because there are less people being infected with the flu and therefore less people to spread it.
Since the government subsidizes flu shots, their market price increases, even though I don't actually pay that much, so they can be produced at a higher quantity.
So like you saw at the Kruger household, the insulation in their house creates a positive externality. The marginal social benefit of having the insulation is greater than the marginal private benefit. While the insulation helps keep the Krugers warm, it has a greater benefit on society by helping the environment. On a graph, you can see the MSB curve being greater than the market demand curve, while supply is the same as the marginal social cost curve. When there is a positive externality, the public demand is greater, making the socially optimal quantity and price greater.
Since the free market is not producing at the allocatively efficient quantity, we see deadweight loss. At the free market equilibrium, MSB is greater than MSC, showing that the amount that is produced is less than what society demands. To counteract this inefficiency, the government can step in and subsidize home insulation. When the government gives a per unit subsidy for home insulation, people are willing to pay higher prices for the insulation, allowing production to take place at the socially optimal price and quantity. Go.
Kruger also has to deal with negative externalities on a daily basis. At the school, students demand joules, and they accept the personal cost associated with ripping fat clouds. However, the marginal social cost is higher than the personal cost, since the whole school has to be brought outside when someone vapes into the smoke detector in the bathroom. When an economist takes into account the cost to society on the graph, the equilibrium price is greater and the equilibrium quantity is lower.
Again, there is deadweight loss because the market is not allocatively efficient. At free market equilibrium, MSC is greater than MPC, meaning that the product is being overproduced. Too many kids drool in school. That is uncool. To resolve this, the government places a per unit tax which shifts the supply curve to the left so that production is at the socially optimal price and quantity.
So, thank you for tuning in to Economics Watching Hills. Today, we visited the Kruger household to learn about positive and negative externalities. We learned about positive externalities created by goods, such as public parks, house insulation, and flu shots, and saw that the government implements subsidies to make sure those industries produce at socially optimal quantities and prices. We also saw negative externalities, like Rocco's hunting habits and the student juuling epidemic. The government uses a per unit tax to discourage society from consuming these goods. And that is all for today. See you next time.